We're making bangers and mash. Onion gravy, proper onion gravy. Really good Cumberland sausages. Okay, so we're making mashed potatoes. So, these potatoes, roasted in the oven, 180 degrees, for an hour. Okay, whole in the skin, just cleaned, roasted on a bed of salt, taking as much moisture out as possible. And then all we're gonna do is cut them open in half, okay, whilst they're still hot. Remove these skins. They can make a nice tasty snack. Deep fried. Okay, look how easy that is. This is called a drum sieve. Very good for like making gnocchi or very smooth mashed potatoes, okay? Nice and quick. Complement our lovely fresh Cumberland sausages, which I just picked up. The butcher. Look at those, look how quickly I got through that. So to make mash, you need a bit of butter. Sorry, a bit of milk. We need lots of butter, so that's, so you see, that's mash for that amount of potato. We need half. We'll probably need like most of that. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight in there like that. We can just keep, gently heat that up. Butter to mash. Some people do 1 to 1. Definitely, I use more than you would. We just gotta keep, you don't want this to burn on the base, so just keep tinkering it around, okay? Just gonna cook this until the mash is all, the butter's all melted. Very important, Reese. That's not your friend Maurice from Paris. It's also known as a spatula. The reason we're making this first is because we don't fake cinema here. The reason we're making this first is I had a meeting. I'd already put the potatoes in downstairs. So making potatoes first, then we're gonna do the onion gravy, the sausage, and then that'll be it. Normally in that time the sausages are cooking, the onion gravy's making. Normally in that time, we're gonna be making the mash, but we've already made the mash because we're just ahead. Legendary prep going on. So look, so work that butter in. We can always add more butter. We want it to be nice and shiny. You'll see once it's all melted in if we need to add a bit more butter. Oh. Potentially. And we're going to add the rest of that butter. So in total, we are going to have done 250 butter, 250 mash, 1 to 1. If it gets too buttery or too oily, what you can do, you can add a touch more milk just to help emulsify it. Okay, so that is going to be sensational. The only thing we are missing is salt. So we have put salted butter in, so just taste that. It's actually not a million miles off. Touch of salt. And it's fucking good, man. As Liam Gallagher would say, it's fucking good, man. It's fucking good, man. Got to make sure you're clattering around, make sure, you know, people know you're working. I see Harry on the keyboard like this. And that's not a piano, that's a fucking QWERTY keyboard. Why are you bashing the cue so hard, mate? Just wanted to do an chef. Okay, look at that mash. If we were really, really anally restauranting, we'd pass it through a fine sieve, but I think for the home situation, can't beat that. Okay, so right, we're gonna just leave our mash there, leave it chilling. Just a little tea towel over it. Make sure we are, don't get any of that residual dust from the pizza oven up here. Anyway, and it's a, you know, Christmas is coming, the weather's getting cold, even though it's sunny. It's getting cold, and this is one of my, I was thinking about what to make, and I was like, you know what? That's what I want to eat, so that's what we're going to make. And that's how we run this thing. We make it, you know, how we're feeling every day with live cinema, baby, live. Actually, Harry, we should go live one day. Do you think that would be quite... First up, onion gravy. I've got red and white onions, okay? Can you tell which is which? Like, that's enough mash for 1 potato per person, probably. Some people say it's not, some people say you need more. So obviously 1 potato, you double that in butter. And we don't want anyone having heart attacks at home. Okay, so you take just chop the root out, nice and quick. We're working fast. So you got 4 red, 4 white. Always diverse. Heat's on here, okay? Olive oil. So just cut nice and thin, you know, when it's coming through. You want to just cut nice and thin. Look at the camera at the same time. You know the blade's on your finger, you don't need to look where it is. But also, if you've got too many onions for your sauce, you don't have to eat them all. Take them out, put them in your cheese toasty tomorrow. Onions, okay? Straight in. Oh, look, Harry did that. You gotta secure your board. Straight in the pan, onions in the pan. Okay, so onions go in. You've got oil in the pan. You toss it around a bit. Just make sure the onions are fully coated. The onion's gonna cook down. Let's say they cook down for roughly 20 minutes. They get soft, and then you get a bit of colour on them. You can put the lid on for now. Also, just whilst get the onions moving, we're gonna put some salt in there. And we're not too much salt. We're making a sauce after all. If we add too much salt now, it might be too much salt. I love this energy, Harry. This is what Golden Rose is about. When it's like this, it's like perfection. Winter, it's cold, it's like 4 degrees. Okay. Top and tail of garlic. Really about 4 cloves. So let's keep it easy. 4 cloves, 4 cloves of garlic, 4 onions, 2 red, 2 white. 2 red, 2 white onions, that is, not garlics. Crush them up, give them a good chop. So we're going to stir in, once the onions are cooked, caramelised, stir in the chopped garlic. Bit of Cabernet Sauvignon vinegar, cook it off. A little bit of white wine, and then a little bit of intense beef or chicken stock, well-reduced beef or chicken stock. Or you can do a combination of the two. It really doesn't matter as long as the stock you're putting in there is well made. If you can wait a bit, there will be some good stock recipes in my book out on the 8th of May. Anyway, enough of that plugging shit. Just chop down the garlic nicely. You can use whichever technique you want. You can use the old reach around technique. We'll do minced garlic here. Okay, so all prep done. The salt just helps to break this garlic down, yeah? Yep, tastes like garlic. Well, it really does taste like garlic. Oh. So by cooking them down, losing moisture, gaining natural sweetness, and then we're going to caramelize them, getting more intense. So we've got to cook off basically you've got to lose the water to get the colour, basically. Okay, so we start there. Okay, so I'm going to put the garlic on the side because we're done with the garlic now. 5 minutes more with the lid on. And what we're going to do now is just start cooking down the sausages gently. So I've got myself a pan of the bangers, eh? So we got from our friends down the road at the meat and fish shop. Old mate the butcher was making up some fresh Cumberlands, which for me, is the perfect sausage for a bangers and mash. Okay, so this is the Cumberland, and this is the Italian sausage here. So I've just got a couple of different ones. You know, well, this one's got a bit black pepper and fennel. This one, the Italian sausage, all primo quality. Okay. So fun fact for you from Harry, the food font of knowledge. He said that the reason these are called bangers is because after World War II, or during World War II, I can't quite remember, because of food rationing, sausages were so full of water that they, when you cooked, they used to explode in the pan. Okay, so that is fun fact for you. Anyway, so these bangers go in, not full of water, full of good quality ingredients. Okay. Okay, so to do this, you want to cook these sausages slowly. If you cook them fast, they will explode. They will be bangers in the pan. Okay. And we need to make sure we continually rotate them. So let's say that's going a bit fast at the front, so turn them down slightly. Okay, because we want to get the colour, but we also don't want them to explode. But the colour can come slowly. Obviously, they're quite thick. They're quite big bangers. So this is business time now. The onions are on. They're cooking down. We're going to start to get a bit of colour. I'm just adding a touche more. So what's going to happen with these onions? They're going to start to catch, and we just want to be moving them just so we get an even colour all over. You don't want burnt onion. We're not looking for burnt onion yet. We're looking for evenly cooked onion, okay? We're going to put a little bit of chopped rosemary at the end. You saw how before we've added chopped herbs to the end of sauces. It adds a really nice fragrance and freshness. So rosemary and onions, marriage made in heaven. Rosemary and pork, marriage made in heaven. Rosemary and potatoes, also marriage made in heaven. Rosemary with bangers, mash, and onion gravy, you cannot go wrong. It's all about doing if you want to enjoy it at the end, enjoy yourself at the end. It's all about doing these little jobs nice and early. So you're not running around at home with the chopping board full of crap. You know, you're organised. You've done the hard yards. You chopped your herbs. You mince your garlic. You cleaned your board. This is just because we're going full fancy bangers and mash today. A little bit of chives over the mash. Shoo, shoo, shoo. You know what I mean? So, the sausage is a little shaky. Sausages at sunset. Who wants sausage at sunset? The slightly wetter onions. We are going to get all that stuff off the bottom of the pan, you know. Equally good to cook these in the oven. 200, 30 minutes. Nice little shake. Just got to make sure always sausages are browned properly, yeah? No one likes a pale old sausage, do they? And a nice hot sausage. If you burn the onions on the pan, I'm not sure why I'm giving you advice of how to not fuck it up. I reckon lots of people are burning onions when they're making onion gravy. So just chuck it on the floor. No, sorry. Chuck the pan out, use the onions off the top. If they're really burnt, just chuck everything away, start again. We're tasting, yeah? Onions are getting sweeter, getting a bit more colour. Okay, the onions are now getting to that point where they're getting nice and coloured. They're also getting a little bit jammy. We're going to add in the garlic, okay? Touch more oil, just a little bit where you're going to put the garlic, because then, look, in here, and the oil can get that garlic manoeuvring. The instant hit there is amazing. Instant hit of flavour. You know you've just done a good thing. Why is Tom cooking in a back alley? Onions are ready, so we're going to go in a little bit of vinegar. Boom, 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 boom. Just to heighten up our flavour. In with the vinegar, we're going to go a little bit of, just a tablespoon of demerara sugar and a half. All we're trying to do is cook off that vinegar as well. Cook off the vinegar so it actually adds its own sweetness as well, okay? Oh, it's fucking hot. And a bit of white wine. White wine for the pot, white wine for daddy. And we're gonna add this lovely beef stock to here, okay? So you see how nice and thick that is? So what you do with that, to cook the beef stock, is you've got roast off beef bones, you roast off the mirror parts, carrot, onions, celery, leeks, garlic, and then you add the hard herbs, thyme, rosemary, bay leaf. And you cook it for like 10 hours, 10, 12 hours. And we end up with this lovely, thick, rich stock that makes you cook like a legend. Okay, so nice and thin. That'll be enough charge for daddy. So look, our onion gravy is done. Look at this. Maybe she'll come down a tiny bit, but not too much. We'll just check that, maybe a touch more vinegar. We want it to have a little bit sharp, we want it to have that sharpness so that it like it uplifts the dish, because we've got mash inside and we've got butter inside and we've got mash inside. I'm going to try and share the stove. Trying to make 2 rings and 2, 3. When you're heating up mash, remember to stir all the time. Don't just leave it. You've spent the time making it. Don't leave it to burn on the bottom of the pan whilst you're trying to open a bottle of wine for you and the missus. Look after your mash. Tell her to open the wine. At least lay the fucking table, love. I'll lay the table if you cook for me, Harry. So obviously you need to keep moving it, because when you're heating up the butter, it's going to be inclined to start melting out. So what you can do, just a little touch of milk, just really gets things kicking along again. Let the milk boil and then you stir it through the mash. Lovely. So we are there. Mash is perfect. Need to get the plate hot. Sausages are done. Hey. Here we go, Harry. Okay, so we've got the lovely mash. I'm gonna put a little bit of these rosemary through our onion gravy. Yeah. What did we say, Harry? Rosemary, pork, potatoes and onions all go well with rosemary. Okay. So, a nice dollop of potato there. 3. Lovely. Looking. Bangers. Generous. A bit of chives over the mash. That is fancy. That is fancy. Oh, Willis! How's it going, mate? Do you like my bangers and mash? Look at that. Oh, good lad. Cheers, mate. Yeah, I'll make you bangers and mash then, Willis. So that is 3 bangers of mash by Tom. I love it how that thing's just tickling around. Keeps ticking over, eh? Oh. It's a perfect plate of food. That, it's like, if you follow the simple steps, you'll make the best bangers and mash you've ever made in your life. Because it's easy, but my God, some people fuck it up. You know, with their lumpy mash. That's it. Oh. The flavour, the butteriness, the richness. Sweetness of the gravy. Sausages are all incredible quality. All in all, we won. Don't be a loser. Next time on Game Eater. You want some sausage?
This printing stuff.
Pronta print?
Where's printing?
Pronta print. I need it for 5, so just like, you're alright.
Okay, I'm cutting here and then we'll do a Claudia one.
5:15.